Let me show you something. There you go.
Oh boy. So I think it was really deceptive for the sheriff director's office to send me a picture that said the sign had been removed and the policy changed. But y'all go ahead and trespass me.
No, you need to go ahead.
And I'm going to try to get y'all in trouble for this. So I apologize for that, but that's what's going to happen next. So.
Well, guys, Blount County is at it again. I think it's Blount County. It might be Blount County. But it looks like Blount to me. I'm just going to go with Blount. However, Tyler from East Tennessee Police Stories went back to that court building to file a complaint on the officer who initially was rude and unprofessional to him. And upon his return, he discovered that they have reinstated the no recording policy in the public areas of the courthouse. The judges whipped together an order after Tyler was there, dated November 30th, banning all recording on all floors, all video recording, audio recording, any recording at all on all the floors. And no cameras allowed in that are just a camera, or any other video equipment. That's not even allowed inside the building. They let you bring in your cell phone due to the fact that a cell phone can be used for so much more than recording, such as looking up case law, setting up rides for Uber if you don't have a car, just general life. They have conceded that a cell phone is important enough to allow in, just don't use it to record. So much to the disappointment of Tyler as well as me, and I'm sure many of you, the court whipped together these judges' orders, which are treated like a law, and stripped all the citizens of their right to record in the public area. And let me just be clear here. We're not fighting as First Amendment auditors to be able to go anywhere at any time with the camera. This is not about that. We respect that the courtroom and the areas right outside the courtroom are sensitive. There's jurors, witnesses, trials that are happening that a camera would not be a proper place. A person with the camera could cause intimidation for the witnesses, could leak information out about an ongoing trial that's in deliberation, things of that nature. We understand that, and we're not pushing for access to that. But we are pushing for an individual's right to go into a court building where there's often a lot of different offices to be able to record their interaction with their public servant. We're not advocating anybody go around and record witnesses, record jurors, record other people's private affairs. None of that. But it is important because a court is a place where a lot of life-changing decisions can happen. It's very important to have a record of how you're being treated, what you said, what they said in regards to your own personal situation. That's what we are fighting for. That's what is important. So just be clear, it's not about this narrative of going around and causing chaos and causing discomfort and causing problems for other people. It is about your right to record what's happening to you. So with that said, this video is pretty damn disturbing in my opinion, how they reversed the ban on recording in the public areas and then reinstated it, reworked it, and then reinstated it silently back into the policy, so to speak. So check out this video. Be sure to go over to Tyler's channel. I'll put the link in the description, and show him some support. Subscribe over there, and we'll keep an eye on this story as it develops with some more details. But for right now, check out this video.
All right, we are going to try to call, because I don't have his email, we're going to try to call Circuit Court Judge David Duggan.
Judge Duggan's office, this is Dana. May I help you?
Hey, my name is Tyler with East Tennessee News Stories. I came by the courthouse the other day looking to get some more information on the no filming, no cell phones policy inside the building. And I talked to a couple of folks at the security desk, and they said that Judge Duggan was the administrator, or they said he might have been the administrator that set the policy. So again, I was just calling trying to find some more information about that policy.
Hold just a moment.
Okay, thank you.
Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that is not anything that he has any particular knowledge of.
Okay. And now we're going to call the District Attorney General of Blount County, Ryan Desmond.
Alrighty, sir, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the county attorney is not located in this office.
Okay.
But I can give you, like his number and email if that would help.
Yes, that would be great. Thank you.
Hello, you have reached the office of Attorney Craig Garrett. I'm sorry we are unable to take your call. Please leave your name, phone number, and a brief message, and we will return the call as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hey, Mr.
Transfer to a fax machine, press 7.
Hey, this is Tyler with the East Tennessee Stories Network. We're back out here at the Blount County Justice Center. We're going to go inside and get an officer complaint form because Security Officer Jerry Traxler did not provide his identification last time and was a little bit aggressive in enforcing an unlawful policy. So we're going to file a complaint, and we've been told that the no cell phone zone, no recording sign has been removed, so we're going to go in and verify that, and hopefully this goes smoothly and we have no issues. We just go in and file our complaint and come right out. It sure is.
Let me show you something.
Hey, Deputy.
Come
Sure.
Right, yeah,
all right.
come right over here. There you go.
Oh boy. Let's see what we got here. So it does. Oh, thank you very much. It calls out cameras specifically differently than phones, which is kind of interesting. But obviously, I'll need to read over it a little more. Yeah.
And if you want to record anything, then prior authorization from any of these judges is required.
No, that's incorrect. That is absolutely incorrect.
That's what I read here. So
Yep.
you interpret it and then
Okay.
discuss it
Well,
with
no, I'm going to have to challenge
the
this. I'm going to have to challenge this order because that's unconstitutional. You can't ban cameras, video cameras, and video recording of devices in the public areas of the building. You cannot do it. I don't care if you're a judge or not. So, what I'd like to do today is to go into the sheriff's office in the back, recording on both of my devices, pick up a complaint form, and file it. So, are you telling me that I'm not going to be able to take my recording devices recording into the building?
Correct.
Okay. What are you going to do if I attempt to go through security with my recording device?
Call my supervisor.
Okay.
And let them come and discuss it with you.
Okay.
Because this is, the judge's court order.
Okay. That's disappointing. They did take down the no cell phone zone, but now they put up a recording ban, which is actually worse.
All right. So like I said, hand you a copy of that.
Mhm.
Advise you to contact the judges.
Okay.
And to file the complaint, you already have the email.
I sure
for,
do. I want to file it here in
yeah.
person, as is my right.
Okay. So at this point, they're saying denying you entry from coming in with the video things, that if there's a problem, to definitely discuss it with the judges. They're just simply asking you to get permission first before coming
You
here.
do not
They're
need. I don't need
denying
permission
you.
to exercise my First Amendment right. I don't need permission to exercise my Fourth or my Second, or to not let soldiers quarter in my house under the Third. You don't need permission for those things. Those are rights. I have the right to film my interaction with the clerks in the sheriff's department while I'm filing my complaint today.
With
Terry,
their permission? With the judge's
No,
permission?
without permission. Turner v. Driver, Glick v. Cuniff, Smith v. Cummings. There are so many cases that say I get to record my interaction with the clerk today.
Right.
So,
But that's gonna be a fight between you and the judge. The judge, and then get them to authorize it.
I've
which
called-
is a lot more easier.
it's really not, because I've called the judge. He told me he had nothing to do with the order and wouldn't talk to me. And now when I come down here today, there's a new order.
Yes, look at the date on that order.
I saw the date on the order. It says end of November.
Mhm.
So I think it was really deceptive for the sheriff director's office to send me a picture that said the sign had been removed and the policy changed. And then when I come down here expecting an easy exercising my First Amendment rights, I come in to find, again, I'm being illegally blocked by Deputy Postel. So, just to confirm, I would like to go to the Sheriff's Department and file a complaint, and I would like to record that interaction, and you are telling me that I will not be permitted to pass security to record that interaction.
Per the current policy, unless I can get other permission for you. Stand by.
A lot of folks really appreciated your de-escalation skills.
I can see, what your point is, because a government building is different than going into Walmart.
It is.
Or anything else, because those are private property. This is government property.
That's right, it's public.
Mhm.
And we have the right to record our interactions. What if someone had a dispute with the court clerk in the building here? Say a personal dispute, say they were neighbors or something. They have a personal dispute with the court clerk, and the court clerk was giving them bad service because of it. That's not supposed to happen, but we know those kind of things happens, right? How would the person getting the bad service be able to redress their grievance? How would they be able to prove that the court clerk had mistreated them if they can't come and record their conversations? If someone has a complaint about a sheriff's deputy abusing them, which happens all the time, and they want to come to the sheriff's department and file their complaint, not only do they have to brave armed security to get to talk to people who are also armed, but they have to leave their camera behind while you get to have your cameras in the hallway. You get to control those recordings. They're hard to get, they're expensive, and they're heavily edited. Those things are hard to get, and you got to know exactly what you're asking for. So it's the right of the people to record their interactions, especially when they are redressing their grievances with the government. I don't have any grievance with Blount County, except for being barred from filming here. And the reason I came down here is because a lot of people have told me they wanted to record their interactions with people at this building because they had been mistreated, and because of the judge's policy, which last time wasn't even a written policy. You couldn't even find it for me.
Correct.
And the judge denied that it even existed. Judge Duggan denied he had anything to do with it. The DA's office redirected me to a county attorney who said they were handling it, which I guess was the drafting of this also illegal policy. It's un-American. It's unconstitutional, it's wrong, and it offends me when law enforcement officers are willing to put their own reputations, good law enforcement officers are willing to put their reputations on the line to defend these bad policies. I'm sorry, it makes me emotional. I find it very upsetting. So, apologize for my outburst there, but it's very disappointing.
Have a good rest of the day. Thank you.
Be careful.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Lieutenant Sparks. Can I help you?
Yes, I would like to file a complaint with the Sheriff's Department, and I would like to record that process.
Okay, for?
I have a complaint on a deputy for violating policy, for not giving me his name.
For not giving you?
His name when requested, yeah.
Okay. And you're welcome to do that. I can get you in there and let you fill out a form that we'll give to him, but you're not allowed to video past this point.
Turner versus driver, Glick versus Cuniff. I have that policy already. It's an illegal and constitutional policy.
That's something you're going to have to take up with the judges.
So I would love to take that up with the judges, so why don't y'all go ahead and trespass me?
No, you need to go ahead.
No, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay here, right here, and record in this public
Then
lobby.
we can do that.
If you want to bring me the complaint, go ahead.
Hold that for me. Let me get your complaint form from the other.
Thank you. Sir, before you go, can I get your name? Or you little gentleman in the glasses? Officer, can I get your name and badge number before you go, please? Wow. 2 complaint forms, please. Deputy Postel, I already know your name. Do you mind if I get your name?
Absolutely, Greg Walsh.
Greg Walsh, do you have an identification number?
I sure do, 428.
428. Thank you very much.
Sir.
Knew that's what it was for. Juvenile court for my child.
That right there is kind of a classic example of why they have done, made that rule. Because she's going by talking about a juvenile matter.
Ma'am,
Which?
ma'am,
No,
respectfully,
may I
this is a
finish?
public space.
May I finish?
Sure.
Juvenile cases and everything are confidential. Now, she did not say anything, and it is her own child. She's allowed to talk about her own child.
That's right.
But if you were somewhere next to somebody at an adjacent window, their privacy would or would not be respected. in.
It would be disrespected by this institution if you're discussing private juvenile matters where other people can hear it. If you're discussing a case that no one else should be able to record, no one else should be able to hear it. People have memories, people have notepads. So it is the burden of the service providers here to establish that privacy. And you know that. You know there's no expectation of privacy in public. This is a public lobby. That woman is free to discuss whatever she wants. Maybe she shouldn't. But you know, if an official of this courtroom was in this lobby discussing a juvenile case, whether I was in here recording or not, that would be a violation of that person's privacy. So the burden is not on me and my camera to create privacy. It is on this institution and the people who work here. Is anybody coming? It's been 25 minutes.
I believe so.
Okay.
I sincerely hope so.
I mean, we asked for a complaint form 15 minutes ago. Oh, there we go, finally.
Do you have a pen?
I do.
Okay. Let's go gather you one up if you need it.
Thank you.
All right, this is the citizens complaint form.
All right.
And it says and/or accommodation. So
Okay.
basically, just go down through there, put it as a complaint, and then just fill out what you need to, place of employment, of course, here.
Mm-hmm.
And then they, I think, just need, I'm trying to look at it upside down. Basically, they just need your information, I think, and then who it is that you're wanting to complain on.
Okay.
And there is a section right there.
To write out the
Basically,
complaint.
you just write everything down that you're
Okay.
wanting on it, okay? And you do have a pen
I
with
do,
you?
yes.
Okay.
And Lieutenant Sparks, do you have a badge number or
Yes,
ID number?
31.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
On the form here, this is really interesting. Asking for social security number, DOB, height, weight, hair color. That's all for the person writing the complaint, I guess? I'm agreeing to appear at an administrative hearing by an internal affairs investigator, testify under oath concerning all matters to this complaint. If you're doing a commendation, you don't have to testify under oath. You may be prosecuted for filing a false police report. They love to put that on there too. All right, we got our, got the form filled out here. If I could get a stamped dated copy.
Yeah, be right back.
All right, thank you very much.
I got yours.
Okay, thank you so much.
And then you keep that copy.
All right.
I will give this to my chief,
Mm-hmm.
and in turn, he'll review it, and then it'll, who was the
Deputy Traxler.
Chancellor? Okay, from the last time.
Yeah, from the last time I was
Well, then he's actually mine, so I'll review it, and then
Okay.
I'll give it to my chief, and
Okay.
then it'll go from there on
Okay.
what they need to do with it.
Thank you so much.
As far as your other stuff, darling, honestly, just call one of those judges.
You
that's
know, I'm
listed
going to
on
talk
the
to my
back of it.
attorney, and then
And
I'll
the
call
only
one
reason
of your
I'm
judges.
saying this, listen, I know, I get it.
Mhm.
I truly do, I get it. And we're not trying to be mean to you, and I don't want you to think
Well, it's
that
not
we're
about
trying to
me,
be
ma'am.
mean to you.
Honestly, it's
I
about
know.
everybody who comes here to get services and has a right to record their interaction with public officials,
I know
and
that.
especially people who have been mistreated,
I know
right?
that.
There are people who have complaints. They have a right to come in here, file their complaints, file their grievances with their
Oh,
government,
absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
record that process. That's the First
Absolutely.
Amendment. Speech,
And-
press, assembly, and
Exactly.
redress of grievances. So that's what I'm here to support.
I'm not arguing with you at all on that. Everybody has the right to do
You
that.
are not arguing with me, but you are enforcing an unconstitutional policy that's
we're
denying me
enforcing
from
what
recording.
We have to, though, okay? And I mean, that's not to be mean with you, I promise.
I
But
understand,
go
but
go with the first thing.
Okay.
And talk to one of those judges that's listed on
Mhm.
there. I don't know their numbers off the top of my head,
Mhm.
or I'd give them to you, but I really don't know them. Just contact them, see if you might be able to talk with
Yeah.
them. Or
You know,
maybe set up a meeting
again, I
or
called Judge
something.
Duggan already, and I
Have you?
spoke to his secretary. He didn't want to speak to me, and he said he had nothing to do with the original policy. Now I see his name on this new one, so I guess
Okay,
I'll
yeah,
give him a
that's
call
not-
again.
yeah.
But in fact, none of the 7 people I called in this county called me back.
Okay.
And the only person that responded back to me was Pam in the records department when I filed an official second records request, because that's legally enforceable.
Okay.
So, you know, I have to say I'm going to leave here disappointed today.
Okay.
But
But I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
you know-
mean, I get it.
And
I'm
again,
sorry.
you guys are denying me access to a public area. I'm going to talk to my attorney and Lieutenant Sparks and Deputy Postel. I'm going to try to pierce y'all's qualified immunity, and I'm going to try to get y'all in trouble for this. So I apologize for that, but that's what's going to happen next. So
Okay.
y'all have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Have a good weekend.
That was about as disappointing as it could have gone. They did give me access to my public service to file my complaint, although I doubt anything will be done about it. But they again denied me access to the building, and more than that, they've instituted a worse policy that now bans all video recording in the building without prior permission, which is not what State Rule 30 allows. So again, Tyler with East Tennessee News Network, and we're gonna keep working on this one. Thanks for tuning in.
Well, there you have it, folks. Shout out again to Tyler. Please go over to his channel, like and subscribe over there, as well as this channel. It really makes a difference, guys. Please hit that subscribe button. That way you get notifications of our next video that comes out, as well as it helps the algorithm for YouTube. A lot of my videos are not pushed out because of the content, so it's important that we reach people when we can. So I really appreciate the shares, the likes, the comments, and any other support you guys want to give the channel. So the information as far as the phone numbers and names of people involved at the court building will be in the description below. So feel free to redress your government if you feel the need to. Until the next story, this is Prove All Things. Shalom.